Suprabhatam, Suswagatam. Among the four streams of yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga is the most important. Because in the modern times, in our entire education system, there is no component to deal with our emotions. Bhakti Yoga is the science to gain mastery over the emotions. Because of the lack of emotional training, most of our students, even the most advanced countries like Australia, United States, they are all getting stuck with depression, addictions, and so on. As a result of that, the whole society is shattered. So, Bhakti Yoga is the most important thing. As I have been telling, if you heard, in Australia, the biggest challenge among the teenagers is the depression increasing, 35%. And therefore the federal government of Australia took a decision as to eradicate this. And they started a big project called Beyond Blue. In Melbourne, the Prime Minister came and a huge building was allotted for this project, and $100 million were allotted as an initial sum. They brought the best of the psychiatrists from Sydney University, and they told, what is our objective? In the next 10 years, our percentage should come down to 3%, if not 0%. Don't worry about money. If you want more money, I will give you. Prime Minister made a big announcement. It was a big euphoria, and thousands of people have gathered on that inaugural day. We had our nice center in Melbourne. I also went there and was very happy that something has started coming up. And 2 years back, when I was there again, I went to 15 years. I talked to the director, how is the situation, sir? He said, no, come down. From 35%, hardly we have reduced 1%. Why? The secret to deal with our emotions, to gain mastery of the emotions is not known in modern psychiatry, mental challenges. Similarly, addictions have started growing. 2 years back, I had a big international conference in Harvard University. The objective was role of yoga and Ayurveda in opioid addiction. You know, opioid is a very powerful group of drugs, morphine group of drugs. Only when the cancer patients are in terrible pain, it is used to reduce their pain. But people have started taking that. If you take these drugs as a psychedelic drug 3 times, you are stuck. Very difficult to come out of it. So, in our conference, big researchers have been done in this field were told, and everybody was totally distressed because no solution. It's continuously in the ascent. The teenagers and others have started getting stuck with the opioid addiction. And they took us to the next state, New Hampshire state. And there, 35% of the people were stuck with opioid addiction. They set up a number of rehabilitation centers. And millions of dollars are spent. They come there 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and no solution. When they get a little better, they are sent back to the society. In a few days, again they start taking and become addicts. Literally, the governor and mayors who came there were literally crying. What should be done? What should be done? Such is the horrors of addiction. And we had International Day of Yoga, June 21st. It was celebrated in a big way in Boston. And the mayor of that thing came there, and he was very, very enthusiastic. So he met us and told, sir, something horrible is happening to the drug addiction. He says, my office is here. This side is MIT. This side is Harvard University. The huge road, several kilometers. What happens after the classes are over in the evening, 4:30, 5 o'clock, they all start coming and walking in the streets and discussing many things and others, and slowly, they start screaming at each other, and they started hitting each other. Every week, sir, I'm so distressed. 2 murders take place in the streets. Why? They are all drug addicts. They have become drug addicts. So drug addicts. Why this has happened? Because we don't know the secret as to how we deal with emotions. In psychiatry, the biggest invention, according to psychiatric thing, is psychoanalysis. Sigmund Freud was the father of psychoanalysis. He was a great psychiatrist. Every day, hundreds of patients he used to see. And among all these people, he found something very important, very common. What is that? Suppression. So they are suppressing their emotions in the name of etiquettes, manners, culture, and so on. Therefore, he proposed a new model that you should not suppress emotions. He was right. Then what is the solution? He said, give free vent to the emotions. And the methodology for giving free vent to the emotions is called a psychoanalysis. The psychiatrist will see and allow them to freely express their emotions. And United States was developing itself, and the freedom was a watchword. So freedom became everywhere so rampant. And every student, every youngster was saying that we are the free birds, we can do anything that we want. We don't have to care for the parents, we don't have to care for the faculty and anybody, and why? Freedom is fine, good. What is happening? The freedom has turned into license. And in the name of freedom, they started becoming drug addicts, they started becoming alcoholics, they started becoming part of divorces started increasing, and hazards started increasing. Why? If giving free vent to the emotions is a solution, then we should have got well. So what does yoga say? Yoga tells us that the law of the senses are different. If you try to satiate the senses, it is going to, the demand is going to increase. It is something like you are trying to quench the fire by putting ghee into it. Only the fire is going to blaze. Therefore, giving free vent to the emotions is no solution. First part, what Sigmund Freud said is fine. You should not suppress emotions. But giving free vent is also no solution. What the way out? Here is a big challenge. If you try to control emotions, suppress emotions, it is going to boomerang. If you give free vent, it is going to blaze up again. What is the solution? This secret is not known to the entire mental treatment, healthcare professionals in the world at large. Psychiatry has not found a solution. It's here that Bhakti Yoga gives a solution. What is the solution? That's what we are seeing in the 18 verses that we chanted now. The schematic that you see here now gives us the secret. This is the art of what is called sublimation. So Krishna says how to do this thing. First he says, you must recognize your asuri sampat and daivi sampat. What are your good qualities? What are your bad qualities? What are your positive emotions? What are your negative emotions? Recognition is half the solution. If you do not know yourself, if you don't recognize yourself, then you have no solution. Recognition is half the solution, it is said. Therefore find out what are your positive and what are your negative things. In the management system, this is what we do. Any organization, we have a SWOT, strength and weakness analysis. What are your strengths, what are your weaknesses? Then you have to develop your strength and reduce your weaknesses. This is how the institution should grow. Same thing, put forth here. Krishna said. And what are all those good things, what are all these negative things? Here analyze. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Vatsarya, the violent emotions. These are the negative emotions, these are the wrong emotions. They are known as the enemies of man, Arishad Vargas. Anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, infatuation, arrogance, all are the ones which are considered to be negative. Similarly, love, compassion, sacrifice, sharing, control over the senses, and giving more and more outside are all the good qualities. They are called as the Daivi Sampad, this is called as the Asuri Sampad. Now, what is the definition of good and bad? What is the definition of negative and positive emotions? Krishna is extremely scientific. He says, all those qualities which help you to grow to the higher levels, moving towards the moksha itself, bringing more and more happiness, more and more bliss, more and more knowledge, and taking you towards the moksha of infinite happiness. They are called good qualities, they are called positive emotions. Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya. Vimoksha. Towards moksha, whatever takes you towards moksha is a good. Opposite of that, whatever takes you down and makes you more and more stressful, more and more dukkha, more and more diseases, more and more agony, and makes you ultimately commit even suicide. Nibandhaya Asurimata. It enslaves you. Those are all the negative emotions, they are all the bad qualities. That's in the sutra. Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya. Nibandhaya Asurimata. So, this is how Krishna defines. Having said that, now he says, okay, now we can go this way or you can go this way. Choice is yours. Whatever you want to do. Yatechasi tatha kuru. So, whether you want to grow and become happier day by day, healthier day by day, and move towards spiritual efficiency, and move towards the entire absolute perfection, or you want to suffer more and more, more and more, more and more. Who wants to suffer more and more? So, though the choice is given to us as human beings, we must start taking this path. Once you determine to take this path, you are in the path of bhakti. That's the most important. And Krishna says further, human life is so precious. Therefore, choose the right path. Buddhare atmana atmanam na atmanam avasadaye. Choose the path of taking yourself to the higher level. Daivi sampati you develop, asari sampati you reduce. Once you make a sankalpa, once you make a determination, then the bhakti yoga starts. Then you start moving. Then how to practice that, how to bring it on day-to-day activities. Again, the schematic tells you. From the gross emotions, you have to move towards the Daivi Sampad. The gross emotion is the Kama. Kama is the carnal desire. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. This has to be changed. So how to do that? How to translate and transform Kama into the divine thing or the Prema. The equation is here. Prema is Kama plus Tyaga. You start sharing, giving. Then it becomes Prema. Normally in the Kama, in the gross desire, always there is expectation of a return. You are very selfish. Normally we become friends. When you become friends, you have some common likes. I also like gulab jamun, you also like gulab jamun. We become gulab jamun friends. And you like Carnatic music, and she also like Carnatic music, you become good friends. You like birthday cake, and she also like birthday cake, you become birthday cake friends. Another way by which we become friends is common dislike. You don't like him, and she also doesn't like him, you become good friends. And common likes and common dislikes. Very interesting thing happened. Once I was traveling from Kanyakumari to Delhi, 1978. In our compartments, there were a number of other people. There was one person who went on criticizing Indira Gandhi. And everybody was keeping quiet. But some other person was going across the compartment. He heard that. He also came and sat and went on adding fuel to fire. They went on criticizing. 30 hours, they become such close friends. The point of common dislike is Indira Gandhi. So, at this level of what you call as a Kama, at the normal friendship, there is always expectation of a return. We are good friends. I know you like gulab jamun, so I will give you a nice gulab jamun party to you. And I expect that you also give me a party for me. If you don't give, then slowly our friendship goes away. Once again I get a chance, okay, I will wait for some more time until you give me a devotee, if you don't give, you become God. So this is at the gross level, that is at the Asuri Sampati. So Krishna says to them, you raise to the next level. You become real good friends. When can you become real good friends? A friend in need is friend indeed, and the proverb goes. You go on giving and giving and giving without expecting anything in return. This is called Prema Bhava. This is the higher form of emotion. That is Daivi Sampati. So to transform your gross Asuri Sampati into Daivi Sampati, this time is a formula. What is it? Go on giving and giving and giving. Sharing. So once you start giving, then you raise yourself from the Asuri Sampati to Daivi Sampati. That is called Prema Bhava. So every day we make a habit, I will tell you again and again. You must give something. What you can give money, you can give food, you can give clothes, you can give a cup of water. There's nothing in there. A leaf, a flower, a fruit, anything you can give. In some way or other, you must go on giving and giving and giving. That giving is the key essence of the human excellence. Therefore, our country excelled in this dimension of Tyaga and Seva. Therefore, Swami Vivekananda is very emphatic. He says, when you want to rebuild this nation, it cannot happen by making India an economic superpower. India will not be made if India becomes a defense superpower. India will not be made if we build biggest of the skyscrapers of the world. When can India become the ideal social order? By taking India to its roots. What are the roots? The qualities of Tyaga and Seva. Renunciation and service. Sharing, giving. And based on this thing, ideal social orders can be built. Imagine in a society, if everybody wants to give and give, what a fantastic society it will be. This is what we created. Vijayanagara Empire excelled in this. And a doubt comes, when you go on giving and giving, will you become poor? No. It's the reverse. When you have control over your senses, when you start giving and giving, then the whole society will become very rich, full of wealth. This is what we had created. Vijayanagara Empire was full of riches. They had so much of wealth. They were selling gold, silver, diamond, platinum, everything in the streets. People from all over the world used to get attracted to come to here. No? For what? Not for learning yoga or philosophy or spirituality. They were attracted by the wealth that we had. And when they used to come here, they used to feel so much of love, affection, sacrifice, transparency, and they used to get amazed. And this is what people have written about it. Today what has happened? They have become extremely selfish. Everything for me, go on accumulating more and more. And all types of corruption, all types of scams. What is the good cost of that? Is the Asuri Sampati. Kama, Krodha, Loka, Moha, Madamatsarya. So if we are going to change, then we have to completely stop this. Move towards the Daivi Sampati. Therefore, the Prime Minister has given the right direction. Yes, you must give and give. We all used to take subsidy from the gas. He said, those people who can afford, they should not take the subsidy. And he gave a call. Give the Tyaga. Let this go to the poor people who deserve that, who want that. What a response. Millions of people came forward. And that's, yes, we don't have to take subsidy. Let one more person of the poor family get this thing. This is inherently built in our thing. We have to channelize it. That is the beginning of the Bhakti Yoga. Many people have wrong notion about Bhakti. Unless you go to a temple, unless you do the worship, unless you have total faith in God or Goddess, you cannot be a Bhakta. Not necessary. Nowhere in the Bhakti chapters of the Narada Bhakti Sutra this has been mentioned. If you have faith in God, fine, excellent. If you have faith in going to the temples and worship and everything, excellent, fine. But even without that, you can be a great bhakta, a great devotee. What characterizes bhakti in first step is sharing, giving, prema bhava. and then go to the level of bhakti we are going to see later. So we had one of my friends, professor in Institute of Science, when I was there, and he said, I don't believe in all this bhakti and other things. I don't believe in gods and goddesses, and it's all nonsense, he was telling. I said, sir, you do not understand that bhakti. That's why you are telling that you think that's all mumbo jumbo. I consider that you are a great bhakta, you are a great devotee, and you have brought out this. Hey, what do I say? I don't do anything. And my father died. What I did, I never did any rituals. No shraddha, nothing was done. So how can you say that I believe in these things? And I said, sir, what do you do? In the name of your father, when he died, what did you do? You were so magnanimous, and you went into an orphanage, and 100 students, you prepared very nice food, and gave the food to everybody. You served, even your wife served each of these orphanages. I know how wonderful you did. And you gave 100 rupees to each, and gave one set of clothes to everybody. This is the dimension of Prema Bhava, Tyaga, the first step in Bhakti Yoga. Therefore, I consider you as a great Bhakta moving towards the dimensions. So, Bhakti Yoga starts off with this sharing, giving, dana, dana, dana. And you can build ideal social orders if only you can come to the first step in the Bhakti, in the science and promotion culture. From there, we go to the next step, Bhakti. So, in the schematic, you can see from Prema Bhava, you rise to the Bhakti. What is the formula? Bhakti is Prema plus Prapatti Bhava, Sharanagati Bhava. Because even when you are giving something, you may get an ego. Oh, I am such a great giver. I am a philanthropist. And the ego may come up. Ego is the ahankara, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada. Mada is the ahankara. So that also is asuri sampada. So while you are giving dana also, the mada can come, ahankara may come. Therefore, Krishna says you have to bring down that. Ahankara has to be reduced. How? By surrender, Sharanagati Bhava, Prapatti Bhava, surrender. Surrender is the key essence of bhakti. But very difficult for us to give surrender. Because we think by surrendering, we lose our capacity, we lose our speciality, we lose our individuality. Why should I give up my this thing? Wrong notion. So Vivekananda says that surrender is expansion. By surrendering, you are expanding your personality. And once you understand this, the surrender becomes very easy, effortless, and automatically you learn to surrender. Surrender to the institution to which you belong. Surrender to the organization in which you work. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And that is the way by which organizations can grow, the institutions can grow, and the country can elevate itself. Surrender is the key essence. And surrender is the process of expansion. And we'll see this further tomorrow, the dimensions of surrender. Let's contemplate on these thoughts. Sit back with the eyes closed. Relax all parts of the body from toes to head. Beautiful smile on the face. Take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Scan your lives. How much of Daivi Sampat, how much of Asuri Sampat we have. Make a resolve. I am going to develop my Daivi Sampat. I am going to reduce my Asuri Sampat. Anger, greed, jealousy, hatred. I am going to reduce day by day, day by day. I am going to develop my positive virtues like love, compassion, sharing, giving, Tyaga. I will develop my Prema Bhava. Every mother knows how Prema is so better than karma. Taking care of the child. Vatsalya bhava, prema bhava. And there we got the surrender. Surrender to Ishtadevata or the role model. That is the process of growth to develop ourselves and also develop our country, to make India again rise to the highest heights of its achievement, to build ideal social order. That the great glory that India had. After Shanti Mantra, we are going to sing the glory of this Mother Bharat